Downstairs in the Dark with Dave, this week on The Hapless Heroes. Well, it's funny, we spent a whole episode doing absolutely nothing.
Hello and welcome back to the Hapless Heroes podcast. My name is Dave and I will be your host and dungeon master for this evening's festivities. We'll start as we always do by introing our cast, and I'm going to start with my eeny, meeny, miny. To my left we have James as Hoblet the Smasher.
Good evening, friendos.
To his left we have Mike as Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind.
I have dark vision.
To his left we have Phil as Hedrick the Entertainer.
All right, here we go.
To his left, we have Nicole as Boris the Butcher.
Just following the flashlight.
To her left, we have John as Lord Jarrell the Light.
Down the stairs to find our fiend.
And to his left, we have Francesco as Felix Fizzlebottom.
I will have a plan.
As we last left off, we were heading down into the darkness. This tower heading down clockwise, stone steps about 2 feet wide in a spiral heading down.
Yeah, so we were going down. How far does it go down, I guess? Because this is going to be a multi-part series. We don't have to recap too much.
It probably goes all the way down.
It does. It goes about 80 feet down, which is 2.5 revolutions of these steps around.
Are there any other doors or platforms on the way down, or
yes? Once you hit the bottom and it turns to a bare stone floor, in the northeast corner of the room there is an oak door, just like the one that you entered up higher.
Jarrell, being the first one in the line, will open it.
All right, Jarrell, you do open the door, and it opens into a plain stone room, the same as this one. It is a 20 by 20 square room, the same dimensions as the room up above.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of being a manor house, it's more dank basement, maybe.
Okay, so no blue painting on the wall or anything like that, or
no, there is no blue painting on this wall.
Is there anything in the room?
Other than a door and the eastern wall, no, there is nothing else.
Okay, well, go into the door in the eastern room then.
This room is a very long hallway stretching off past the end of even Felix's dark vision.
I'd like to clarify something. Does it seem like we're on the same level as the original basement, or...
That wasn't the basement, that was just down a level. It was not like the basement.
So we're past that.
That is possible. It's tough to tell because I didn't do a ton of math on the stairs going up.
Okay. Yeah, we'll continue to the door, and then we're in the hallway now?
Yes, this is a hallway which is more stone, and it's almost starting to feel a bit moist down here, like the air is humid.
You'd say it's very moist down here?
Feltry.
Yeah.
Damp,
sweat
even.
Dripping off the walls.
He said Feltry, okay?
Alright, I'm just making sure I know how moist it is.
Is there anything in the hallway?
To your knowledge, not yet.
Oh, great.
Wait, what the fuck kind of answer is that?
You could perhaps make a perception check.
Oh yeah, Jarrell's great at those.
Are open.
I'll help him by shining my drumstick.
Hold on.
Holding.
3. My perception was a 3.
With advantage?
Yeah, I mean,
Fair to assume I know
there's
nothing about what's in here. Right?
There's nothing there that you can see just yet.
There's no lights in the hallway, right?
There
Like,
is
I
no
can-
light in the hallway, no.
Yeah, so
But I can
barely
see.
so there's no point. in
Yes,
me
you
doing
can
a
see-
perception check.
except
to the
for
end of-
Hedrick's drumstick, right? There's 60
Yeah.
feet of light.
Does that cast
Yeah.
60 feet? Okay. Well, let's
Yeah.
see if
30
I
feet
can
of
see
bright
anything.
light, 30 feet of additional dim light.
Oh god.
In a radius.
Oh
So
wait, it can't
it's-
be that bad. 23.
Your perception?
23 definitely notices there's something wispy in the darkness off in the distance, like a smoke of some sort, maybe.
I think there's something down there.
I have a question. Does Jarrell's Sword of Justice cast any light?
That is a great question.
I never
Well,
really
yeah, I
asked
think
that
because-
before.
It does when it's in the presence of like bad things. I guess it would always be on if I have
Yeah.
this thing on my
Right. It's never not been on.
that is a great point. Let me, look up
So-
the specific text on it.
I remember the sword. I just listened to the episode actually when you guys were in Tamasha here, and you got the sword from Joseph the Just.
Mhm.
That glowed in darkness when
Yeah.
you unsheathed it, but like, your Holy Avenger is a different sword. So
I mean,
No,
it's
it's not.
the same sword, just
Plus 3.
leveled up.
it didn't need to be
Yeah,
around
I don't know if
fiends.
it got
just
everything.
it glowed in the dark.
I mean, I always had it out around fiends. And wasn't that guy? He was like a necromancer too. He was hiding
Yeah.
under the bed.
So even if that was the case, you've been picking up Felix's signature the entire time. So long as Felix
Not
is
the whole
around you,
time.
it'll
I've
glow.
been wearing no. Only when I'm wearing this thing, this like gem.
Well, that
Like that's why it's glowing, because it's literally the third eye of Vecna.
But every time I pull my sword out, it's glowing. So that just tells you more about the fact that we're constantly in danger of like undead threats, more so than it does whether or not it doesn't glow any other time.
Is moot.
Right.
Okay, yeah,
I'm-
Holy Avenger itself doesn't give that, so I don't know if there was something we had written down as a
We had
property
just-
of the
we had
Sword
just
of
stated it.
Justice.
Like we had stated it on a few occasions. That's all.
But does it
Okay.
actually cast any light, or is it just like blue, but everything else is dark around it?
I mean, it would glow, so at least it's like a glow stick. You have essentially a holy glow stick.
So like a 5 or 10 foot.
Yeah,
bubble,
we're
that
gonna
would
call
be
it a standard light source equivalent to a torch.
Okay,
Oh,
there you go.
cool.
So not so what was that? 30 feet of light.
30 feet of bright light, 30 feet of additional dim light. So 60
Sure.
feet of light
Yeah,
total.
I would say because that thing should light up like a candle around certain awful things.
hmm
At least the undead.
And I'm curious, this wispy, smoky stuff that Boris is like noticing and pointing out to us. If I were to actually like focus on where she's seeing that, would I, with Devil's Sight, still recognize that as smoky wispiness, or would that be like magical darkness, for example, that I'm actually just looking right through?
No, it's a smoky wispiness. What was the perception behind it?
I mean, I guess I'll roll it. It's 10.
A 10. It's in the middle of the hallway as opposed to like not all of it, like more in the center of the hall, further down.
I don't like that, but we have no choice but to go forward. I'd say Jarrell and Habla just, get in front.
Of course.
Yep.
I was just let's just see. If Jarrell and I move up to the front, maybe I'll turn look at him. How do you want to play this one?
Do you want me to stab it? Me stabbing things has worked fantastically in the past.
Yes, stab the wispy smokiness in the middle of the hall. Let's just
probably
walk up
won't
to it and
work.
see what happens.
Right. Can we tell that this thing is hostile?
No.
Okay, then let's just walk down there. Let's just walk down there.
Right.
Okay, so we're walking.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
and we're
as the
walking.
party proceeds down the hall, towards the party, the wispy, smoky darkness in the middle of the conventional darkness seems to be edging somewhat closer. Does anyone have a passive perception above a 15?
Me.
Okay. So, Boris, you notice that it's actually a hand of some sort.
Like a normal sized hand or like a
No.
giant smoke hand?
Yeah, like a largish smoke hand, maybe about a foot across right now.
Is it bigger than a bread box?
Boris relays.
See, we're playing classic 20 questions. Marquess of Queensberry rules.
Yes.
Boris relays to the group. It looks kind of like a smoky hand, I think, and it's about the size of a bread box.
Can I summon my mage hand to like go out to it and like high five it,
You just did.
or attempt to high five it?
You can summon your mage hand. What does your mage hand look like?
I guess I always
hamburger
describe it as
helper
the,
hand,
the,
yeah.
the hamburger helper hand,
It is
I
the
was saying
hamburger
hamburger helper.
Okay.
Yeah.
just without the face.
Yeah.
It's just the glove.
Yes, it's just the white, almost like Mickey Mouse glove. Like
Yeah, I mean
floating in the
it
air.
is transparent, right? But like you can obviously make out the color.
Yes.
And I just like I send it out like forward, like reach like it's palm out.
The hand continues forward down the hall. It is now about 60 feet in front of everyone.
Has it
Does
got?
it advancing towards
Yeah,
you.
to say, does my mage hand go through it? Does it make
Okay.
contact?
How far out are you sending your mage hand in front of you? Right, max into it.
Max distance. So we're looking at like 30 feet.
The hand passes through as though it is incorporeal.
Jarrell readies his shield, and if it gets too close to him, he'll hit it.
Hit what? The hand just went right through it.
No, not the hamburger helper hand.
No, I know, but that's what he's saying. Like the hand,
What are
like
you gonna
my
hit?
mage hand
Right,
went
his
through
hand
it.
went through it. What are you gonna hit?
Are you aware that I'm carrying a holy Avenger?
Of course.
And he's totally gonna slice up stupid hand.
The hand continues even closer, 30 feet away now.
Okay. I can't stop it except for hit it.
The hand continues down the hall. You can see trailing behind it is a trail of that wispy black smoke as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
hand-
gonna back up and see what happens when it makes contact with Jarrell. I'm gonna back up a good like 60 to 70, let's say 75 feet.
Like you're back in the other room?
We've made it a little ways down this hallway. I'm just backing up as far as I can,
Yeah.
just to
Yeah, there's
observe from a distance.
You haven't really come all that far down the halls. There's maybe only about 20 feet behind you before you hit the door again.
Okay, I'll just stand at the door's edge, but I'll be in the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Hedrick will follow to the stairs. This is not
To the
someone he needs to.
stairs?
I mean, like to follow
The
back
door,
where you
the
are
door,
towards
yeah.
towards the stairs.
Okay.
The hand will continue forward until it comes to about 10 feet in front of Jarrell and stop.
Okay.
It'll open its palm in front of it, and almost as if there is an eye in the middle, shift left, shift right, and examine you, Jarrell.
Can I help you, wispy hand?
The hand darts forward about 2 feet and comes to a stop.
Okay.
Twists a little bit to the left.
Jarrell will turn to Hoblet. What do you think, friend? Do we attack it? It's not harming us yet.
The hand snaps over to its left, now focusing on Hoblet.
What's your business there, friendo? What are you looking at?
The hand floats back just a little bit, and then starts advancing forward slowly.
Towards me?
Yes, towards you.
I'm going to
Hold on.
advance towards the hand.
Okay, you step forward, and the hand continues in right towards you, coming into and then directly through you, as it is incorporeal, and just passes through you as though it is on a different plane of
Cool.
existence.
If I turn around after it passes through me, what do I see?
You see the back of the hand and the wispy black smoke heading towards you, and as it gets close to your chest, it sort of slithers around to the side, but it doesn't touch you and you can't feel it.
Where?
Jarrell shrugs, completely unafraid, and continues on through the hallway, I guess.
Not much to him there.
The hand continues back into the party, looking who would be behind Hoblet and Jarrell.
The rest of us.
I mean,
Okay,
I
what's
didn't
kind of a
move.
marching
I
order?
didn't back up, so I'd be close to where Jarrell and Hoblet were.
All right. The hand advances sharply towards you, Boris, and stops. Pauses for a second. It's maybe about 3 feet in front of you and twitches just a little bit as it looks.
I believe, I did put a bubblegum cigar in my mouth, so Boris pops a bubble.
The hand kind of twists sharply away and moves on, moving towards Quinn.
Boris also strills down the hallway.
Sorry, I'm having like coughing troubles.
Gross.
I know. I choke on it a little bit, and no. I kind of just step back from it.
Okay. The hand advances for every foot you step back, staying about 5 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm trying to look at, see if I have anything
How far
that.
back are you going to go?
Yeah.
There's nothing to him. We can keep going.
Hang on.
Yeah, I feel like there's something we could do. I'm just trying to look at my spells.
Or I'm just gonna fight him.
It moved through
Yeah, I
you.
can cast a spell on it.
I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and continue to step back.
Okay. The hand continues at the same rate you are, kind of shifts left, right, almost in a no motion, and then zips very quickly over to Hedrick, stopping about 2 feet in front of him.
Hedrick will put out his mage hand and just kind of mirror what it's doing in front of it. Trying to like almost like block it. And his mage hand doesn't look like the hamburger helper guy usually. But in this case, he chose to go with the hamburger helper hand. He was just the other hand. So if you're the right hand, he's the left. And he's just trying to like block it.
Yep. The hand advances forward, passes through the hamburger helper hand just the same, and then shivers a little bit. And after a 1 second hesitation, it almost changes color and becomes suddenly sharp and corporeal, grabbing Hedrick by the collar and dragging it back down the hallway. Dragging him down the hallway.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna cast Hold Monster.
Everyone,
Hedrick!
everyone,
Wait,
stop. Stop.
Okay.
Everyone roll for initiative.
Oh god.
Fantastic.
Try that.
That's how we're gonna handle this. You got surprised. The surprise didn't happen because of you.
Right.
I always get yelled at when I fight shit that doesn't fight us, and then when we wait, we always get fucking boned.
Well, it became corporeal after. What you had to do before.
Oh, guess who's not going last, bitches?
Oh, really? I finally rolled something good. Ugh.
Yeah. 18 after my -1.
Ooh, I'm still going before you.
You're a hooker.
Woohoo! I got a 21.
Oh, damn
Are
it.
you kidding me?
I got a 20.
I have a 21 as
Is
well.
this
Oh.
I have a 17 plus 4. So
Sorry, James.
That's
I'm sorry,
really
did
funny.
we all roll above 20 for our initiative?
I rolled
Holy
20.
shit.
No idea.
Wait, do we get the +4 from Jarell for this, or
No.
No.
just
No.
your plus initiative?
No.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
so I got 15. I think I actually did not get better.
I don't know, Boris, how many you've listened to, how many combats you've listened to, but I have -1 on initiative, so I never get to go first. And then I just rolled a 19, and I still get to go fourth.
I have actually started listening. I just finished episode 4, and it's already come up, yes, multiple times that you have -1.
Fucking
It's because we hit too hard, James. That's why.
I know.
I mean, I have +5 in my initiative, and I still only got 15, so...
Okay. So the monsters, unfortunately, got a 23.
bullshit.
I only see one monster here.
Well,
Only
monsters
see
in
one.
general.
And he's in the upper left-hand corner of my screen.
If more than one thing happens, I'm keeping it all under one initiative because look, we're trying to keep this simple over here. All right. So this thing moving first hauls Hedrick another 60 yards back down the hallway.
60 yards.
Or I'm sorry, it's going to be 60 feet. I'm messing up words still.
Ooh, I was gonna say, holy shit, this thing is moving at an incredible
Hi,
clip.
Hedrick!
It is moving at a quite determined clip.
It's been real
You
fighting
know,
with you, buddy.
It's possible there might be some deterministic things happening here, as though I've only got one episode to resolve some plot points.
I just want to clarify. Hedrick was 20 feet behind me. Now where is he in relation to me?
Yeah, so he got dragged.
He was
right
20
past
feet
us,
behind, so he is 40 feet ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? Good.
And it's who is that? Is that all that happens?
There is also quite a noise coming from further down the hallway.
Alright, friends, start running.
All right, so we are proceeding along on initiative. We have, let's see, those 21s. That would be Hedrick yourself. So I would like you to make a strength saving throw.
Ooh. Oh. It's a 15.
A 15. You struggle but are not quite able to get free. You are restrained as it has grabbed all the way around you, this hand being much larger now than it was before. Instead of being 12 inches, is now enough to seize you wholly and drag you along the hall.
Hedrick is going to cry out to Jarrell. Jarrell, you always taught me there's nothing more righteous than record-breaking damage in a single round. Have at it, buddy. And he's going to test this thing's, I guess, aptitude. I'm not really sure what the proper term would be, but he's going to cast Dimension Door. And he's going to cast it in the dimension, like in the space in front of this thing. If I'm restrained, I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me, but can I still at least, like, speak?
You can speak, so you would have verbal components, but you would not be able to do anything that requires somatic.
Okay, well,
So that's not gonna work.
I can still sing?
You can
Yes.
sing, but you
But
can't use
you
your
cannot
arms or
do
legs
gestures or
hands.
anything, yes.
Right, and you could if you see, like, on most spells it has like V or S or VSM or VS. Like,
Okay.
that tells you if you have to gesture while casting the spell. An S means it's somatic, which is, like your...
So this just says verbal.
Really?
Yeah, for Dimension Door.
There you go.
So this is great because I have something for it. I actually wrote out some lyrics for all of like my spells to
Of
cast.
course you did.
No longer shall I stand where I once stood, for to stay in one place is never good. I call upon the Dimension Door, and with a word I say, take me to a place of my choosing up to 500 feet away. And I want to like put the portal in front of this hand so that we travel through it, and the ending place is going to be right in front of Jarrell.
Fantastic.
So just create a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I like
actually,
it.
I mean, I suppose I could put it in the center of the group, which is to say it would have to pass through, you know,
Everybody.
anybody in Chase. Yeah.
Interesting.
And we'll see if it sucks me through the portal or just, you know, both of us, because it's corporeal at this point, enough to grab me.
That's really interesting, because if it
Okay.
doesn't, at least you just travel through the portal and the hand is no longer grabbing you. This is cool.
All right, I need to determine a couple of things here. So let's.
That sounds like a big GFY, Phil. Not a maneuver. You slippery
Okay.
bastard.
Both you and the hand pass through the Dimension Door, and with the hand, I should say, both Hedrick and the hand pass through the Dimension Door, and loop back to right in front of Jarrell. The wispy tendril in between the hand and whatever its destination is severed, both ends wriggling like a snake, angrily, you know, flopping through the air.
Which, like, the wispy part got cut off the back and is now like a...
Yes. As the two were there, and now they've been separated by that amount of feet.
Are they
And they're just
corporeal
sort of-
wisps?
They're corporeal at the hand, and somewhere along the way it sort of transitions from being in the real world to not.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I get to go
Feel it.
last. So.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
all right, Edric, you had your fun on that. All right, let's see. Felix is
Well,
up next.
all right. All right,
Unless
Hedrick.
you- yeah.
Hedrick
you're
will say
still-
one more thing if Felix is up next. He's looking right at him. He says, Felix, you always taught me that the first step in facing life challenges is having a plan. So always be planning.
Yeah, and I still have your inspiration from before.
All right.
But
If
I'm
it's
still
been 10
inspired.
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been, so I'll take it. All right. Well, in that case, I am going to, because I could do this before Hopla can. It makes me really happy. I'm going to cast Hold Monster.
You're close enough
Okay.
to hit it, Hoblet. You're close enough to hit it now.
It has to make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, what types of creatures does Hold Monster work on?
Hold Monster just says, choose a creature you can see within range. Any creature.
So now Dave has to figure out if this counts as a creature.
Yeah, no, it definitely counts as a creature.
In its corporeal
Yeah.
state.
Hold briefly for a second. Folks, keep in mind I am trying to accomplish things here. If you thwart them too hard, we're going to have a really awkward ending to this episode.
Right.
But it's funny. We spent a whole episode doing absolutely nothing.
Now we can demolish all of
true.
your plans in 10 minutes.
Not true.
I think it also just goes to show how challenging it can be to make a challenging situation for such diverse characters, because we all can do such different things.
Right.
So to make it challenging for one character doesn't make it necessarily challenging for another.
6 level 14
Right.
people with with ridiculous
Yeah, with the widest toolbox I've ever had to deal with.
In the
Right.
mindset of 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm not giving enough credit. 10-year-old.
But all right. So yeah, you hold monster, and that's was a DC 19.
That's correct.
Wisdom, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 9 is not going to do it, so it is held. So this thing that is holding Hedrick is now itself being held.
And it must make a save at the end of each of its turns to try to break free of the spell.
Yes.
But it's paralyzed. But how? I just saved you a spell slot.
What's a spell slot? I've got magic for days.
All right. So we move along to Quinn. You are up next.
Seriously?
Are both pieces of it corporeal still?
The hand is the stuff in between, like the two ends, are not,
Okay.
and they
Just trying
are
to envision
slowly
this.
creeping
Okay.
towards each other.
Okay. I'm not
Like
really
a rope
sure
that's
if this is going to
about to
do
reach
anything, but I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the wisps. Why is Fran looking at me like I'm horrible?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. I thought it was something else. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Okay, dispel magic, which just dispels any magical effects in there.
correct.
Yeah. So
Well-
unless there's something, well, what's the radius? Like, is it an area thing or is it specific targeted?
Well, so I have a rank. It's just specific target. So one creature, object, or magical effect.
Okay. So I'll note that that's what you're trying to accomplish. Unfortunately, the spell fizzles as there is no magical effect on it.
Except for hold person or hold monster, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
Yes, but he didn't cast it on that. He cast it
Right.
on the wispy ends, which are further back.
That's why I made the face, because I thought he was about to cast it on the hand.
Oh no!
And
The
they're like,
wisps.
Cool, thanks, dude.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I was under the impression that this could possibly be a magical effect. So that's why I was trying to test it out. Okay. And that just might be just Quinn's idiocy, but okay, so that's an action. I'm going to take I'm not going to take my action surge, but I am going to give Bardic Inspiration. Hoblet, you are still my friend. Never let anyone treat you like glue, because you are glitter glue. You now have an extra D8. I believe. Yeah.
To add to a d20 roll, yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
Oh. I've never glittered anything in my life. My turn?
No.
Yes.
gotta
Oh, it
because
is.
of his action
Like-
economy, it is Hoblet's turn.
Do you know what's... I don't know if anybody's pointed this out yet, but one of the weirdest things about this is, like, if I, like, want to talk to Mike, like, I feel like I'm looking at him on my thing, but I can't tell, like, if he's looking at me on his screen. Like, it's weird. Like, when we're sitting at the table, you can, like, tell who you're, like, looking at.
I'm totally looking at you right now.
You're looking in the opposite direction of each other on my screen.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not looking anywhere near him.
Boris is looking at the cat or something.
Boris is looking over her character sheet, planning.
Okay, so anyways, I'm gonna rip trick after the awkward glitter exchange with Quinn. I was just gonna, like, in a swirling motion, Because I'm next to Jarrell, right? We were up there together.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn and smash. So I'm going to use Guided Strike, one of my plus 10s.
Channel Divinity, yeah.
To make my roll of a 4 go up to a 22.
Or okay.
Well, it's like, yeah, he's going to do the modifier still, so. All right.
22?
Yep, so the 22...
corporeal magic.
Yeah,
No.
the 22 does hit, and it whacks against the hand with a thwack. And what kind of damage does it do?
Bludgeoning.
And it's silvered.
And I get to do, a shitload of damage, right? Hopefully. Where's another D8? So
I would give you mine, but it'll take a while.
So Trixie is 2d6 plus 4, which will be 14. But then each turn I can do 2d8 damage additional. 14 and 9 is...
Oh my
23.
god, really?
23.
Yeah.
All right, so that's your total, or?
Yes.
All right, 23 bludgeoning damage silvered to the back of the hand. The hand cracks and sizzles as the silver hits it, and it definitely seems to have a little bit of a reaction there. It shakes a little bit, but it's holding steady.
It's paralyzed, of course it is.
All right, I've got War Priest, so I'm going to swing again. That's a hit, 23.
Roll for damage.
20.
And another 20 damage as the hand itself is rocked again. Still hanging on, but it's got a huge bubbling welt on the back of the hand.
Good to have Hoblet back.
Before I move on here, I'm gonna turn to Boris, who I've figured out is the only one that didn't trip on that GD Lego.
I didn't.
I'm going to.
I didn't.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word to cure 6 creatures of 1d4 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what I can get here, boys. 2.
Nice.
And
Thanks.
when casting the spell, Hoblet's going to go, "Fuck Legos, have your health back."
Was fuck the healing
Yes.
word?
Yes, because none of those are nearly as awful of a word as Balderdash.
No, not even close. You gotta make sure.
How dare you even speak it in turn?
So yeah, we're good.
Not a word you say in polite company.
I'm straight.
It's like
I'm set.
Belgium. Okay, Hoblet is all set. And we are along to, let's see, we have Boris with a 15.
So Boris is going to just flick her trusty dagger at the hand. And I believe Hedrick would technically definitely be within 5 feet of it, so this would be a sneak attack.
Yep.
Yes, this hand is technically engaged with Hedrick.
Yep.
And it's
And
also
within 5 feet.
and Hoblet, and also it's paralyzed. So we should be saying these attacks are at advantage.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, you guys didn't invoke your advantage previously, but
Okay.
I guess it wouldn't have mattered anyway unless you're fishing for crits.
Okay, that was a 20. Like a nat 20.
Ooh.
All right, there we are.
All right, so that would be a total of 12 so far then. And then the sneak attack. Ooh.
This is always where the money is for these rogues.
What did I say the original number was? 12?
12.
12 plus 28 is 40.
All right. That is a shitload of damage there.
I love sneak attack.
All of a sudden, it all comes together.
Yes. And the sneak attack hits the hand with full force and shatters the back of the hand. It lets go of Hedrick, dropping him to the floor, and goes incorporeal. The hazy ends of both the mist stretching back into the darkness and the end that was attached to the hand snap together, and it zips back down the hallway.
Let's go.
We got it on the run now.
Yeah.
We got to go see where
Hoblet.
Yes.
it goes.
And everyone is still in initiative, and it is Jarrell's turn.
Jarrell will run down the hallway after it. I guess now that Hedrick is released.
Yeah, just dash.
Okay. And how much distance does that dash give you?
60 feet.
All right, we were about 20 feet in. 20, 60 takes us within about 10 feet of a rocky end of the hallway, and you can definitely hear some clatter up ahead.
Can I see if there's a door, or is there a corner? Is there anything?
Yes, there is what appears to be where a door would be in the wall, and it is just broken and blasted away.
Oh, the door is gone.
Room there. Yes, the door is gone, opening into what would be another 20 by 20 room where the interior has been completely destroyed, and it opens up out to its left.
Okay.
And there is a lot of rumbling and motion going on up ahead. Something is coming, and it is close to that corner.
Towards us. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ran all the way up here, and Hoblet can't make it all the way to me in one turn.
Just how initiative works, and how sometimes having the highest initiative isn't the best thing.
No, it's always the best thing.
Yeah. So anyway, unless you have any actions you're trying to ready.
Is it my...
Me?
Yeah. Do you still have...
No, he
you
took
have
an
I dash. I dash.
So yeah, well, I guess anything on a bonus action that you... Can you ready a bonus action?
Nope.
No? Okay. Yeah, unless you got a bonus action to use now. It's your action economy then.
Yep.
All right, fantastic. And we are onto... Yes, we are back to the top of the initiative with the monsters, with what now blasting around the corner are 8 flesh hounds.
Yay!
Nasty, fiendish, demonic demon dogs
Mhm.
Are they dead?
coming around the corner. They are not undead, they are fiends.
Fuck. Send those bitches away like that.
And I'm not quite blocking the entrance, right?
Well, you
I'm
can't
kinda-
quite block the whole thing, and they are blasting out of there.
Oh,
Some of them
my
may engage with
God.
you, and some are going to keep on going.
Okay.
In fact, that is what is going to happen. So just as a little bit of a... I want to kind of capture an image of where people are. We've got Jarrell right near the end there. Other people are further back. I've got a Hoblet maybe about 30 feet into the hallway. Hedrick is right in front of him. Boris, where were you in all of this?
I had been close to where Jarrell was before he dashed.
Okay, so right near. And Felix, you were way back at the far back.
Yes.
And am I missing anybody? Oh yes,
Quinn.
we have a Quinn. Where are you?
I was pretty much so when we came down the stairs, I had backed away, and it followed me, and then I haven't really moved from there.
Yeah, you had been doing some backing away, so I'm going to have you about 5 feet in front of Felix then.
Okay. Just
All right,
for
wonderful.
future reference, while I'm trying to plan my move, how far am I from the hounds currently?
From the hounds, you are about 110 feet from the hounds.
Okay, but the hounds are moving. So, okay, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, because you're about 30 feet back from Hoblet.
Okay.
Or, no, you're 25 feet from Hoblet, 30 feet from Hedrick, and another 60 feet on to where Jarrell is.
Sounds good.
And then the hounds are just a little bit further up from him as they're coming in. Although they come in, they have, let's see, trying to take a look at their movement here. I'm looking right through it, 50 feet, so I've got plenty of good move on that. So I'm going to say that
Jesus.
3 are going to be engaged with Jarrell.
Oh,
The
fuck
rest.
you, Jarrell.
I'm going to have another 3 that are just doing some normal move, and some more that are going to dash right on down the hallway and do just a little shimmy shake past, let's see, Hedrick, who is in no position to do anything about it, and a Hoblet and a Boris, who will get oppies, actually.
How many are there? 8 of them?
Yep, 2 of them you will get oppies, and then there are another 6 that you will not. 3 will be engaged with Jarrell.
You can only pick one, right? Because you only get one reaction.
Yeah, so each of you get an oppie.
An oppie?
An
Attack of opportunity.
Because they coming up in our business without permission.
I prefer oop.
It's called consent, and if they don't have it, then I get to tell them to leave.
Yep, you get to bonk them off to horny jail.
And that's where these dogs are going. You're not humping my leg.
All right, so sure, Hoblet, you can make your attack of opportunity first.
All right, let's smash this fucker. 20. Unnatural.
20?
Unnatural 20.
An unnatural 20 very much hits.
$14 bludgeoning.
Taking 14 bludgeoning.
I always want to call it smashing damage, and I'm like, no, that's not what it's called. It's called bludgeoning damage.
Okay, it takes 14 bludgeoning damage. Is there anything else you're doing to it?
No, not yet.
All right. And Boris, you get your attack of opportunity.
Yeah, important question. Does this still count as a sneak attack due to somebody being within 5 feet of it?
Let's see. Yes, I would say that because of the width of this 15-foot hallway, that enemy of enemy was within 5 feet, and you would get your sneak attack damage.
Dope. So I'm gonna stab at it with my trusty dagger.
Wait, what happened to my turn?
Oh, beautiful. It's
These
a
are
reaction.
just-
Oh, right, you're
These
still
are-
in oppies. You're still in oppies.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, we're,
They can't have it.
So 30?
yeah, I think a 30 hits.
Cool.
I can't think of many places a 30 doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to play that game with you guys just yet. I'm going to give it a few levels before we start throwing AC 30 things around.
I can't even get that high.
36. That's the almost as high as I can possibly go. One more would
Jeez,
have been
36 damage. Hoo-wee. So 36 total damage on that one. And you managed to bloody it in one shot right to the wherever you stabbed it.
As I swipe my dagger through it, I go, "Oh, puppy!"
Yep. It has no hair. It's just sort of blobby red skin.
Still a puppy.
Yeah, it's pretty hideous and awful. It kind of smells like sulfur up close.
I mean, so does when I'm feeding him bacon.
Yep. So the two of them can't really go anywhere further, and because they use their dash, they don't get to attack. So there are the three in the middle of the room that did not take their attack action. Do they have anything they can do here? Nope, that's about all those three in the middle can do. And then we've got three of them that are going to be attacking Lord Jarrell Light himself. Let's see, 16 almost certainly isn't getting it through any plate armor of any kind.
Nope.
Let's Lesson isn't doing it, and that is a 17, and that's probably not doing it either.
Nope.
All three of their bites clang weakly off of your armor and shield.
Yep.
Nope. Yep.
Yes.
Narp.
Fuck these dogs. Fuck them.
Let's see. I need to just see where am I on the time. Oh, yes. So, additionally, things happening on this turn is that incorporeal hand dashes back into the room, zips up towards Hedrick, grabs him again, turns corporeal, and yanks him back down the hallway. Faster this time, kicking and screaming as it were.
Hedrick, this hand is obsessed with you.
Yeah, well...
So now the hand has pulled him 60 feet, so it's to where I am now?
To where you are now and whooshing on past.
Okay.
Blasting on by towards the end of the episode. But not the actual end of the episode yet. Now, Hedrick, do you have anything you're trying to do in your dramatic moment as you're being yanked off into the darkness?
Quite a few things, Dave.
Okay. Yes. Well, you know what? I am using my Dungeon Master's prerogative to slow down time as this dramatic moment happens.
It is your prerogative.
He's going to start singing. He wants to inspire Quinn. And actually, he needs a little bit of help from Quinn for this. He's going to start singing for the bonus action to start.
Yep. And in your minds, dear audience, you can have this even bouncing to montages and some like background vocals and stuff like that. Whole lifetimes are flashing in front of people's eyes here, and it's cool because I say so.
Bum, 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 bum. All of the world is threatened by a villainous foe. A time of need of those whose hearts are true. A crew who's overflowing with machismo, and to the hapless heroes. And you see his eyes kind of like roll back in his head, and he starts throat singing like some of these it's just really throaty. And you see 7 stars appear and start swirling around his head like a crown.
Oh, I have this spell. I have this spell too.
For his action, he's casting Crown of Stars. And you're going to see the light kind of like shining and shimmering all around. He's going to say a couple more things.
I'll allow it.
As his eyes are rolled back in his head. Boris, you taught me that innocence of youth is precious as well as terrifying.
There it is. Yeah.
Quinn, you taught me that even when it seems all hope is lost, that I must never stop believing in myself. And Hoblet, you taught me to stand up for the ones I care for.
Of course.
To break down barriers.
Every day.
And always question authority.
Damn straight.
And that's what you guys. I mean, I suppose he could try to do the strength saving throw to break free, but he already did his action and bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, making a saving throw is an active action, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, that is the end of Hedrick's turn. Is there any dramatic anything anyone's trying to do right now
I just
before
had
we
a quick
continue
question.
on through the...
Quick question before we leave. Would you say that this hand is moving in a rapid manner?
Very rapid.
Very
yes.
rapid. So it would be safe to say that this hand would be jerking Hedrick off into the darkness?
And if you like jokes like this, we can be found on the internet in such places as Reddit/r/Hapless Heroes Podcast. You can find us on Facebook, search for Hapless Heroes Podcast, and we are both on Twitter and the Gram at Hapless Heroes. All of those places will take you to the crown jewel of our internet presence, our Discord server, where you can meet and chat and hang out with us and be part of our ever-growing community on a daily basis. We would love to have you. We invite you to come be a part of what this awesome thing we've got going on the internet. Now, if you really like us, you can leave us a 5-star review on the podcast service of your choice. I trust that this deep into the show, you haven't just discovered us by accident. You probably have a podcast service of your choice right now, and if you leave us a review there, once we find it, and we eventually will find it, we do go looking for that sort of thing, we will read it on air so we can give you the credit you deserve and recognize you as the 5-star human being that you are. Now, if you really, really love us, though, you could donate to our Patreon, patreon.com/haplessheroes. Any number of reward tiers are out there. There is a number. It's not any number. It's a real number. I just haven't counted.
It's a number that exists.
Yes, it is an actual number. It is an integer, more than likely.
Mm-hmm. A whole number.
And yes,
it's a rational number.
Yep.
Nothing we do is rational. Stop that. But at these various reward tiers, you can join our super secret patrons channel in the Discord, and there and on our Patreon itself, you can get access to our bloopers and outtakes, which are really becoming a highlight of the show. They were before, but they are now more so, I guess.
Always.
Yeah, and even better higher up ones. I think, it's been a few weeks, so we can bring up Tasteless Nudes.
Yeah.
It's not actually Tasteless. It's Tasteful Nudes.
We going tasteful? Well, I mean, we could make it tasteless. Listen, there could be a tasteless tier. It's just, how tasteless do you want me to go?
At a certain point, everybody's for sale.
Right.
I mean,
Tasteful.
We're not in it for the money, but, if you make me a big enough offer.
Here's a question. Which one's more expensive? The tasteful or the tasteless?
Tasteless. Tasteless is way more expensive.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out, and I genuinely hope nobody actually attempts to spend that amount of money.
I genuinely hope somebody does.
I dare you.
Yeah, at that point we would have
Fran, you have to share the money and the pizza party with us.
I mean, it's art, so I assumed this was all one tier, and it was just the tasteful/tasteless nudes.
Yeah,
All one
dealer's
team?
choice. No, dealer's choice. I think they should be the same price.
Yeah, I could get down with that.
Brilliant idea. Can we merge the pizza party for somebody who actually spent that much money with the tasteful nude shoot?
It's going to be the best pizza party.
You know what? Well, if we do the shoot, I'll buy the pizza.
Come for the pineapple on the pizza, but stay for the ham.
That's how you do a tasteless.
Also on the pizza.
Bring your own pineapple.
Right.
Oh, God.
Anyways, cut this shit off.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so do we want to say anything about Phil and his news and hiatus at the end of this?
We should have Phil say those things.
I just want to say that this has been really special. Clearly, the past year has been a blight in our recent memories. It's not been difficult it hasn't been easy to, manage with everything. But this is one thing that both Fran and Dave, everybody on the show or who listens to the show, you've been a part of something and you've kept it going. And I have gotten so much joy out of playing with you guys that it's hard to step away.
Us too.
It's hard to step away.
Well, I guess, Phil, what can the people do then if they really like us?
If
I'm talking now I'm talking about like Sally Field and the whole team.
none other, we would expect no less if you really love us. You should try something you've never done before and really put, maybe, some would say an unhealthy amount of energy into it. Others would say enthusiasm. Others would say, encouraging feelings about it. You can write tons of songs, whether you like to sing or not. These are words on a page. And at the top, you can put Hapless Heroes Inspiration for you. And, this is $1 amount to your pleasure, to your convenience. Photocopy these lyrics and pass them out wherever you are, wherever you find yourself in, I wouldn't say a very crowded area, but certainly a very populated area.
One might even say put these messages in a bottle and release them out to sea.
Certainly. I would imagine
Except,
paper airplanes. I would imagine little flyers that just regularly get folded into origami pieces left on your neighbor's doorstep. The sky is your limit, and so is the ocean and the rest of the planet. So that's pretty much what you got.
Yeah, doable. Easily doable.
Mm-hmm.
I like
It doesn't even say listen to the Hapless Heroes. It just says Hapless Heroes Inspiration with your lyrics, because you really love us.
Well,
It's
damn.
been real. And it
been
will
real.
continue to be real. So that's good.
It will always be real.
Yeah, it's good.
All right. We got to get us out of here, so we'll outro our cast. Oh, geez. We'll start from my right with the fabulous Felix Fizzlebottom, played by Francesco.
No, I didn't plan for this.
To his right, we have Lord Jarrell the Light, played by John.
Until next time.
To his right, we have Boris the Butcher, played by Nicole.
Hedrick!
To her right, we have Hedrick the Entertainer, played by Phil.
All right.
To his right, we have Lord and Captain Quinn Southwind, played by Mike.
Oh no, Hedrick, whatever shall we do? We will lose a bard. Oh no.
You have to be barred for the both of us now, Quinn.
To his right, we have Hoblet the Smasher, played by James.
It's jerking him off into the darkness.
I would say better the second time. Better the second time.
Yeah, that was it.
That's the third time he said it.
My name is Dave, and I've been shepherding these 12-year-olds. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Until
Bye, Phil.
we meet again.